In days of yore, men's backs got sore, moving things by muscle. Aladdin was the only one who didn't have to hustle. He merely rubbed his magic lamp, and a genie did his bidding. Today, a genie helps us all. He moves our goods around, propels us swiftly through the skies, and works upon the ground. The way we use our genie's powers keeps him on the jump. Our genie comes not from a lamp, but from a gasoline pump.
Hi there. I'm your modern genie. Gasoline, always at your service. People have been relying on me for some time now, but for thousands of years, I was hidden in oil deposits that were locked beneath the surface of the earth. There I was, waiting to provide the energy man needed to make life easier for himself. Just as I'd about given up hope, it happened. I thought I was on my way when man drilled his first oil well at Titusville, Pennsylvania on August 27, 1859, and extracted petroleum from the earth with me in it. But when man distilled the crude oil and gasoline came out, he didn't even know I was there. It was kerosene he wanted. I was considered just a waste product and given the old heave-ho. For years, I was thrown out of more places. No one wanted gasoline. Finally, in 1893, the first horseless carriage was built and powered by a one-cylinder, 4-horsepower gasoline engine. And it looked like the start of my career. Some start. Bicycles left me in the dust, and horses gave me the old... In 1896, there were only 4 automobiles operating in the whole country. By 1898, 800 autos were on the roads. Soon, throughout the world, people began to call for gasoline. La gasolina.
A spot of petrol, please.
Drilling rigs began to pop up all over the country. In the early days, the refinery fellows could get only 9 gallons of gasoline out of each 42-gallon barrel of crude oil. No matter what kind of still they used, only 9 gallons came out as gasoline. Then, in 1913, the cracking process was developed, which doubled gasoline production and produced a better grade fuel out of each barrel of oil. With better gasoline available, more and more people started traveling by automobile each year. Oil companies built more refineries to compete for the growing business and increased their research efforts. Research workers knew that engines couldn't improve until they could produce better gasoline. They said I was too noisy. That I left carbon deposits. that I was gummy and made the valve stick. So the research fellows began to improve my performance. They used chemicals to get rid of my gumminess. I had more pep, but I still had a knock the boys didn't like. But finally, the scientists discovered an anti-knock additive. Boy, what a difference. I thought I was doing okay, but oil men are never satisfied. They invested more money to build better refineries and hired more research people. The next thing I knew, the research scientists were looking inside of me. They decided that I had a bad case of moleculitis. So they developed special refining processes to rearrange my molecules. They combined small molecules by polymerization. By alkylation, they lengthened different ones. My long, noisy molecules were changed into compact, quiet ones by reforming. Wow! This treatment did it. What smoothness. What power.
150 million gallons of gasoline have to be produced every day to keep our 68 million cars and trucks rolling. It's a complex problem to make sure that gasoline is always available at pumps throughout the nation. To stay ahead of competition, the oil industry carries on a costly worldwide search for new oil deposits. Oftentimes, it costs more than $250,000 just to drill a well. Yet 9 out of 10 exploratory holes are dry. 9-to-1 odds against finding any oil at all. It takes billions of dollars to finance the major oil field operations that supply hundreds of separate refining companies that compete to produce better gasoline at a lower price. Every day, more than 1,000 competing transportation companies move millions of gallons of oil and gasoline by tank cars, trucks, ships, barges, and pipelines. And hundreds of separate oil companies constantly compete to supply their products to about 200,000 independently owned or operated rival service stations. Today's gasoline is a complex, tailor-made fuel which is blended for all kinds of driving conditions. It ensures fast engine starts in cold weather. It protects against vapor lock in extreme heat. And it has built-in power to flatten out the steepest hills. Our gasoline friend provides the energy for a lot of different jobs. By spinning the crankshaft, his energy makes the car go and operates the automatic transmission. His energy operates the fuel pump, oil pump, and water pump, and keeps the fan turning to cool the motor. His energy generates electricity, operates power brakes, power steering, power windows, heats the car in winter, and cools it in the summer. His energy adjusts the power seats, lights the driver's cigarette, and keeps the radio playing. When you consider the power and pleasure that gasoline provides, the many jobs that it does in the modern automobile, it's safe to say that the customer gets a lot of value in a gallon of gasoline when he goes into a service station and says, "Fill her up."